texting about my weekend plans. I'm just checking in on the chat to see what you guys are up to. So feel free to check in with me throughout class, and I'll peek over at that. So let's start and just do a warm-up. Let's start with a big deep breath. I like to start every single class that way, not just vocal exercise, because it's such a nice way to get some energy into our bodies. So big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And another. For those that do join my vocal exercise class, why not get that belly breath going, right? Another opportunity to practice those big, deep, powerful breaths. So here we are, hands on the belly, big breath in and out. Really nice. Let's get into the head and neck, ear to shoulder, just holding. And come on up. Other side, ear to shoulder, feeling some tension along the opposite side of the neck. And come up, this time dropping the chin to the chest, looking down at the floor. And come on up. Let's make a little half circle. So we're going to tip the ear to shoulder, roll forward, and continue on to the other side. And come up, and we'll reverse that half circle, ear to shoulder, rolling forward, continuing to the other side, and up. Lovely. Let's get into those shoulders a little bit, shrugging them up and down, up and down. Two more, up and down, and up and down. Roll them in a circle. I'm going backwards. You can go forwards or backwards, whatever feels good to you, and then switch directions. Really nice. Raise one, lower the other. Switch, switch, and switch. And shimmy shake those shoulders out. Lovely. Let's take the arms and breathe them up overhead. And back down. Getting some movement in those shoulders. Up again. And back down. Last one. Big deep breath. And back down. Clasp the hands. Push forward. Round the back. Stretching the back. It's like one of those good morning stretches when you're first out of bed, a little crunchy, just work everything out. All right. Hopefully none of us is just out of bed at 1 p.m. Well, it's not 1 p.m. for everybody, but here, Central Time it is. So, and if you are just getting out of bed, that's okay. You're here, and I'm glad. Stretching back, puffing out the chest. Really nice. We're just going to drop those arms and do a really gentle, just kind of a swing and a sway side to side, a super gentle twist. You can start to make it a tiny bit bigger, using those arms to help us twist. Nothing too crazy, just getting warm. All right, put those hands on your knees. We're going to do the same stretch that we just did in some ways, where we went forward and back, but we're going to do it with our hands on our legs. So we're going to puff out the chest and then round it out. Puff out the chest, round the back. Puff out the chest, round the back. One more. Puff out and round the back. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit of movement there. Let's get into the legs a little bit. So let's put our heel out on the floor. Our hands go on the opposite leg, and just gently, until you feel a little bit of a pull, lean forward. We're not going for pain. We're not going for flexibility. We're not going for intensity. We're just getting warm. So this doesn't need to be an impressive stretch, just needs to feel good. So find what feels good to you, and then you can come out of it. Awesome. Let's get the other leg out, hands on that opposite knee, that's what it is, and gently lean forward, just to a place where you feel a nice little stretch, so we can start warming up. Awesome. Come on in. Let's get into those hips just a little bit. So we're going to lift the leg up, out, and down, up, in, and back. Let's do the other leg. Up, out, and down, up, in, and back. One more. Really moving from the hips, from that hip socket, hip flexor. So up, out, and down, up, in, and down. One more, other leg. Here we are. Up, out, and down, up, in, and down. Roll those ankles just a little bit. We're moving all the way down the body. Switch directions. Switch feet. Rolling one direction. Then the next. All right. Great. We're going to do a little bit of sign language to get our hands warm. Work those tremors out a little bit maybe before we get started here in class. So let's go over a few sign language letters. We're not doing the whole alphabet, but we're also not doing just like two. We're doing a handful. So first we're going to start with our S. And our S is a fist with the thumb on the side. Hopefully you can see that. It's a fist with the thumb on the side. Then we're going to do a P. And a P is our peace sign, but we turn it over facing down, and the thumb comes to rest on this middle finger, like this. Rest on the middle finger. So we've got peace sign facing down, thumb on the middle finger. So we're going to be going back and forth between those, S and P. Again, S and P. Nice. The next one's an easier one, I think. An R, which is just crossing those two fingers. Your pointer and your middle finger, just cross them like you're crossing your fingers, wishing for something. That's your R. And we're going to be going from our R to our S. So let's do S, P, R, S, and I promise this will make a little bit of sense in a minute. We've got S, P, R, and S. Okay, nice. The song that we're going to do, of course we're doing a song, right? It's me. So couldn't get through our warm-up without doing a little song, and it's called Sarah Sponda. So the S is going to be our Sarah, and then we're going to use a P for the second syllable, or not syllable, the second part of the word, Sarah Sponda. There's a P in there, so that's just what I'm grabbing. So we're going Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, and then we say ret, set, set. So as you can imagine, we go ret, R, set, S, and then just re-articulate that S. Ret, set, set. Ret, set, set. Once more, ret, set, set. You got it. Okay, let's just sing that much. The first time I can do it, and then you can join me the second time. If you already know the song, sing along. We're going to go fairly slow. Here we go. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. Did you get it? Okay, let's do that much one more time, and then we're going to move on. There's a little bit more, but we got it. Here we go. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. I did an A instead of an S, so don't be mindful of where that thumb is, because if you come in front, you've got an A instead. So thumb on the side. Here we go. Next we have a do, re, o. So We're going to start with a do, which is a D. So you actually make your pointer finger comes up and the rest of the fingers make the bottom of the D. Do, re is our R, and O is super easy. It's just an O with all those fingers. So we've got do, re, O. Then do, re, boom, de, O. So we've got do, re. We're going to take a B. I promise this is maybe the last one. I think it is. A B is just like Scout's honor here, right? So we've got our hand up, thumb comes across. That's our B. So we've got do, re, boom, de, O. Okay. And then we know all of our letters and we're just thinking about the words that we're saying. Do, re, boom, de, ret, set, set. And then I lied, there's one more. We're going to do the A. Ase, passe, our P. We've got our P. O. That's it. That's it. Okay. All right. How are we doing? Okay. Whew. We're hanging in. Hi, Marty. I'm happy to see you on with us. Awesome. Okay. Let's do the second part. A do, re, o. Do, re, boom, de, o. Do, re, boom, de, ret, set, set. Ase, passe, o. If it's easier for you to not sing along and just listen for the letters that you know and hit those letters when we say them, that works too. If you want to really challenge yourself and put it all together, that's great. So here we go. A do, re, o. A do, re, boom, de, o. A do, re, boom, de, ret, set, set. A. Ase, passe, o. How'd you do? I think you've got it. I think you've got it. Okay. It's tricky. It's supposed to be tricky, right? We're just getting into those fingers. We're warming up those fingers. And even if you're not getting the position just right, I know your fingers are feeling warm, right? Okay. Let's go through the whole song slowly, starting with Sarah Sponda. Okay? S right here. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. Now your D. A do, re, o. A do, re, boom, de, o. A do, re, boom, de, ret, set, set. Ase, passe, o. Nice. You got it. You got it. I don't think you thought you could do it, but I'll bet you did. Let's try it just one time, maybe two, on the other hand. Ugh, right? Because I'm going to guess, even though I didn't tell you to start on right or left, I'm going to guess you started with your dominant hand, which means that was probably going to be a little bit easier. This one's probably going to be a little bit trickier and a little bit more frustrating, but that's okay. It's going to be that way for all of us, right? So you are not alone. Let's go through our letters. So we've got our S, which is our fist with the thumb on the side. Our P, again, S and P. Thumb, so let's get that P going. So we've got our peace sign. We turn it facing down, and then we attach the thumb to the middle finger. Yep, yep, all right. And then we've got our R. Cross those fingers. S, good. Let's make a D over here. We've got our R again, and our O. Then two more letters. We've got our B, so Scout's honor. I don't know why that makes me think, isn't that what they say, Scout's honor? Or like this maybe, okay. Anyway, so we've got the whole hand and the thumb just comes across. And then lastly, we have our A, which is much like our S, except that the thumb comes across in front. All right, let's just try it. We're going to sing it through, again, slowly, and just do your best. Here we are. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. A, do, re, o. A, do, re, boom, day, o. A, do, re, boom, day, ret, set, set. Ase, passe, o. Nice job. You guys did great. I know you did. Tell me how you did, okay? Let's see. Oh, Heidi did it on the non-dominant hand. I love that. Ah, yeah, it's the non-tremor hand. So, all right. I love it. Index finger or small finger? The D is actually the index finger that's up. Good question, Karen. Index pointer finger is our D. So, let's do it one more time on the left hand, just so that we're a little bit more even, and then we'll be done. Or not left, whichever was the second hand, the one that we just did. For me, that's left because that's my non-dominant hand. So, last time, and then we're moving on, I promise. Here we go. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, Sarah Sponda, ret, set, set. A, do, re, o. A, do, re, boom, day, o. A, do, re, boom, day, ret, set, set. Ase, passe, o. And we're done. Shake out those hands a little bit. We're moving on, okay? We're going to work those brains a little more because we are in brain and body. Marty, you can always go back and try it with the replay later if you want to. And if you're like, that was no fun at all and I did not enjoy it, don't do it again with the replay. And we're just moving on, and you never have to do that again in your whole life unless I just bring it back at some point in my class. So I bet y'all are doing great. Awesome. Oh, Grace was using both hands. I love it. That's another fun thing you can go back and try later on. That's really cool. All right, we are going to spell a word, which is power. Why? Power for Parkinson's, right? Okay, we're going to spell power. So each letter gets a movement. Our P is going to be powerful, hands on hips. We've got P. Our O, we're going to become a superhero, and that arm comes up. Just one arm, or maybe a cheerleader too. Kind of like it's Superman or cheerleader. I don't know. So just one arm comes up. Again, it doesn't matter which arm. I really don't care. Our W is a low. It's almost like an inverted W. The palms should be facing forward. No. The palms should be facing backward at the back wall, and the backs of your hands are facing forward. So it's like an inverted W. E, just our fingertips come together. E, all of our fingertips together. And our R is going to be a little I Dream of Jeannie. So we're here. Doesn't matter which hand's on top. Sometimes if you want to challenge your brain in an extra way, whenever we do something that's got one hand on top, do it naturally. So I go like this and then switch, because that's the side that your brain does not want to go on. It's for whatever reason, we usually have a side that we kind of always start with or focus on. So whichever that is for you, maybe try doing it the opposite way, or maybe don't, and just a little nod. So let's spell power. Here we are. P, O, R. No. Cool. Okay, this is going really well, guys. W, E, R. Let's try it again and see if I can get it right this time. P, O, W, E, R. Once more. P, O, W, E, R. Lovely. We have a few more words to spell with those same letters. We have rope, R-O-P-E. Here we go. R, O, P, E. Let's spell it again. R, O, P, E. The next word we have is pew, P-E-W. Here we are. P, E, W. One more time. P, E, W. Very good. We have pour, P-O-R-E. Here we go. P, O, R, E. Pour. Here we go. P, O, R, E. Nice. A couple more, a few more. We have O, O-W-E. Here we go. O, W, E. Spell it again. O, W, E. Lovely. We have war, W-O-R-E. Here we go. W, O, R, E. Again. W, O, R, E. Are you getting it? Getting a little bit faster with your letters? Okay, we have three more. We have row, R-O-W. Here we are. R, O, W. Again, R, O, W. All right, two more. Per, P-E-R. Here we go. P, E, R. I do feel like a cheerleader shouting out all these letters. That was unintentional. Again, P, E, R. And once more for good measure, let's spell power. P, O, W, E, R. Last time. P, O, W, E, R. Last time because Nina's filming it. Here we go. P, O, W, E, and R. You got it. Awesome job. We are powerful. You did great. All right. Yay. I'm so glad. Jay's having fun. I love it. All right. We are going for a jump rope. We are going to be channeling. Do the Harlem Globetrotters, do they jump rope? I feel like they do. Yeah? I know they do like all the basketball things, but for some reason, like when I think of them in my head, I think of jumping rope, but maybe that's just because they have all those like cool kids things sometimes at halftime that do the jumping rope. Anyway, we are going to be expert jump ropers. Is anybody here an actual expert jump roper? I need you to let us know either in the chat or in the comments below, because those are skills that we need to know about. So, jumping rope with our imaginary rope, we're just jump, 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 and jump. We are not vanilla, so then we're getting our tricks out and we're holding both of those handles together and we're swinging side and side and side and side. So we've got jump and jump and jump and jump, side and side and side and side. I think if we were doing that standing with an actual jump rope, we probably wouldn't jump, but we're seated and we can, so we're gonna jump on those. So side, 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 and side. When you do those, to make it a little bit easier for you, I'm shifting my weight backwards just a little bit so that I can more easily balance to lift those feet, okay? After our side to side swings, we are going crazy with like the best jump rope trick of all, which is the crisscross. So you've got your two, you crisscross and jump, and then you open. So it's crisscross and jump, crisscross and open. Yeah? So you're actually jumping through your rope as you crisscross. It's tricky. Don't worry about timing your jump just right. That's the beauty of an imaginary jump rope. No worries. And the very last thing that we're doing is double unders. This is something they do in like CrossFit and all kinds of like boot campy things, but basically your rope passes twice under each jump. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, and down. If you want to get fancy with your imaginary jump rope and make it like a triple under, that's your prerogative, all right? The beauty of an imaginary jump rope. So let's do 8 of each of those. So we've got our regular side to side, Our crisscross, you just cross those arms and then uncross them. Cross them and uncross them. And that one's half time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Same as our doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Let's do, like I said, 8 of each of those, starting with our regular. We've got 1, 2, 3, count loud, 5, 6, 7, 8, swing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, crisscross, jump, open, cross, open, cross, open, last, double, double, down, double, down, double, down, and last one. Whew, how'd you do? Got it? All right, let's go 8s one more time, just like that. Then we're gonna cut it down and cut it down again, okay? Here we are with our regulars. 1, 2, count loud, 4, 5, 6, 7, swing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, crisscross, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, now doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How'd you do? All right, you're ready for the Harlem Globetrotters. I see it. All right, let's go 4s of each one. So that means when we get to our crisscrosses, we're counting to 4, but we're only doing 2. So we're doing criss, cross, 3, 4. Same with our doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Here we are with our regulars. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, side to side, 2, 3, now crisscross, 1, 2, 3, and doubles, double, down, double. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, side to side, 2, 3, crisscross, and criss, cross, criss, cross, doubles, double, down, and double, down. Woo, I'm feeling it in my legs. Woo, stretch those out. Woo, good. Okay, we're gonna go by 2s, okay? We'll do this a couple times, so it's gonna be regular 2, side to side, criss, cross, and double. Did you get that? Let's try that one more time before we go for it, really. We've just got regular 2, side to side, 1 criss, cross, 1 double, under, okay? We'll do that twice through. Then we'll breathe and decide what we're doing next. Here we go. We're doing doubles, so here we are. Count loud with me. 1, 2, side to side, 1 criss, cross, and double under. 1, 2, and side to side, 1 criss, cross, and double under. Last one. 1, 2, and side to side, criss, cross, and double. Woo! Well done, y'all. I'll have you know, yes, my heart rate is up too, Heidi. Woo! Okay. J-N-I-N-A, Nina. Okay. My plan initially was to have us do the same thing we just did, counting by 2s, then by 3s, then by 4s, then by 5s, and so on and so forth. We're not doing that. We're tired, right? Okay, we're trying to have a good time, and we're not trying to wear ourselves out too much, right? Take a sip of water. We're going to get into our next thing, which includes some music. So, Karen, I'm glad you're having fun. I'm having fun. So we're going to have 4 different movement sequences, or families, if you will, and each one is going to go to a different type of music. So our first sequence is going to be an arm and a leg, both extending out opposite directions. So whichever leg you throw out, get that opposite arm up. And we're making a nice long line. And then in. Same thing other side. We've got leg out, opposite arm. So it's not reaching over your head. It's that opposite arm. So your ears should be open, not closed off. Okay? And we're doing that at the same time. Reach and in. Reach and in. Good. Then we can double time that. And so why I say this is a movement sequence or movement family is it's not going to always necessarily, it'll probably somewhat follow the same pattern, but I want you to know these movements and be able to kind of follow along with me. So that's why we're going over them. We can also take those double time out, in, out, in. So let's go slow, 1 and in and out. Now double time, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. We can also do a double repetition, which is going to be a small one. So this foot's not getting all the way out there. This arm's not getting all the way up there. It's going kind of half, back in, then full and in. Half and in, then full and in, okay? Both sides. So follow along with me here. We're going to do a both out, both in, both out. Now double time. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Now double reps. Small and big. Small and big. One more. Small and big. Last one. Small and big. The last thing that we can do with this movement family is we can break it up to where we go a leg, an arm, then the leg's going to come back in, and the arm's going to come back in. Other side, leg, an arm, a leg, an arm. Let's do that on both sides. Leg, arm, leg, arm, leg, arm, leg, double time, leg, arm, leg, arm, leg, arm, leg, arm. Oh my, you guys are going to wish that I never, ever helped out Polly because we're going to be tired after this. So this movement sequence or family goes with our drum sound. So we're going to turn on our drums and just follow along. We're going to do basically a combination of what we just did to the music for about a minute. All right, here we are. Yep. Ready? Here we go. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Double time. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Double rep. Small and big. Small and big. Small and big. Small and big. Let's go. Leg, arm, leg and arm. Other leg. Leg, arm, leg. One more time. Leg, arm, leg, arm, leg, arm, leg, arm, and out, and in, out, and in. Again, out, and in, and there was our music. All right, I'm gonna get Nina to turn up my music, my monitor, just a touch. Awesome. Okay, that was our first sequence. Our drum sequence. We've got it. All right. Yes, Robert, I think I am. I'm feeling some Lauren-ish vibes over here for all the fun that we're having. So next up we have our happy music. It just sounds happy to me. With our happy music, we're going to be focusing on some changing tempos. So our legs, the entire time, no matter what our arms are doing, are marching. Because we haven't done enough legs today, right? So marching, 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 no matter what those arms are doing. Our arms are going to swing, 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 and swing. And then we can double time that. Swing, swing, swing. And then we can, no, I think if we're going to double time it, we'll just bring it right here, okay, with the fists. just to really get that punchiness going. So we've got feet marching continuously. When the music starts, we're marching, marching, marching. Now let's swing the arms big. Here we go. Swing real slow, and swing, and swing, and swing. Swing for 2. Swing, 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 swing. Good. Keep those legs going no matter what. Now fast. March, 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 march. We've got singles. Good. Okay. So that's 3 options that we can do with our arms. We can do a super slow swing, a double time swing, or a single time march. Okay? The other thing we can do here with our tempo and our arms is we can windmill these arms up and over, really nice and slow, and then windmill them back, really nice and slowly, all the while marching. Up, slow, slow, slow again, up, slow, slow, back to swinging, slow, 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 double time, da, da, da. Oh, that was single time. Whoa, my brain. Okay, you get the idea. Let's hear our happy music, and remember, with our happy music, the moment you hear the music start, you're marching. I'll cue you what we're doing with our arms when it's time, but the moment the music starts, we are marching. Here we go. Good. Just marching. All right. Let's swing those arms. Swing, 2, 3, 4. Swing. Again. Double swing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I'm getting off my music. Okay, marching. Just marching. Here we go. All right. Good. Let's windmill arms up, over. Keep those legs going. Keep the beat. One more time. Swing those arms. Swing slow. Swing slow. Swing slow. Swing slow. Double. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now march. Give me a windmill. Woo, that was it. Woo, good, because my legs just started burning from all those marches. Okay, take a deep breath. That's our happy music, okay? Go back in your brain to our drums. How do we start our drums? When we hear that drum music, it's right here. Every time. It's an arm and a leg. Every time, okay? An arm and a leg. It's going to be important that we know that initial movement because we're going to make it more fun in just a little bit. So our drums is a leg and an arm. Our happy song is our marching, marching, marching is our home base. All right, here we go. Next up, our next movement family is slow. Our next song is slow. Thank goodness, right? Finally. Whew. So we've got just circling those wrists up for 4 and circling back down for 4. We're going to rock on our heels and toes. So we're raising those heels, raising the toes, raising the heels, raising the toes. Okay? So that's 2 movements so far. When we hear our slow song, our home base is those wrists just start circling up and down. Then we go heels and toes, heels and toes. We're going to reach to the side. You're going to feel that on the opposite side, okay? If you need to grab under your chair so that you don't go all the way, that's a good idea. Don't reach to a point that you don't feel safe. But if you can, we want you to get a nice reach, something that's going to help you to not end up on the floor, which is what we do not want, is to reach toward the side wall instead of reaching down, right? So we're reaching to the side only and try to keep that opposite cheek on the chair. That's going to also help you stay grounded and make sure that you're not taking it too far, okay? All right, here we go. We've got side, up, reach again, side, and in. Guess what? We're doing it on the other side. So cheek stays on the chair, arm stays parallel to the floor, out, up, out, and in. The last variation of this is forward with both arms coming forward. Again, arms are not facing down to the floor. They're parallel to the floor, and they stay that way. Chest doesn't look down. It stays up and bright. All right. Shining like the sunshine, Jay. Love it. Okay. So we've got out and up and out, forward and in. One more time. Reaching forward. Shine that chest out. Up, forward, and back. Okay, that's our slow music, and I promise you it's slow. I'm not just like saying that, it's really slow. Let's try it once with our slow music. Here we go. Starting with wrists. Oh yeah, don't worry, we're not done though. This is like not our cool down. We're not quite there. Good. Toes and heels. Lift the heels. Lift the toes. Lift the heels. Lift the toes. A couple more. This is our breather before we finish strong. That arm goes side, up, side, and in. Other side, side, up, and reach. Now forward. We go forward and up. Forward again and in. Last time. Forward, up, forward, and in. All right. Lovely. Now, our very, 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 very last one, I promise, is our brass song. So this one is really bright, really upbeat. That's what we need more of. So we've got arms and legs going out to the side. So stepping out, stepping out, stepping in, stepping in. That's all our legs are doing. Out and in and in. Okay? Our arms are going to follow. Out and in, just bending, and in again. Out and in and in. We can do legs first, out and out and out and out, in and in and in and in. We may or may not do that. We can also double time it, right? So out, in, out, in, and slow, and slow, and slow. Let's go fast, 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 in, fast, fast, in. We can also, we have more options for fun, more exciting, fun options. Do opposition. So we can do a leg and the opposite arm, and then in, out, and in. Other side, out, and in, and out, and in. Lastly, we can do march, 2, 3, and hold, arms switch side to side. March, 2, 3, hold, arms move side to side. March, 2, 3, and hold, arms move. Last time, other side. 1, 2, 3, and hold, side to side. Okay? So we have our first movement here is always going to be side. It's going to be open. When we hear that brass starting up, it's going to be just open and in. Actually, let's just, oh, I lied. I didn't write this on my notes, but I just remembered my song. So actually, our very first movement of this is just going to be a jump out and in. I think we do about 3 jumps out and in before the music actually does its thing. So out and in, out and in. One more, out and in. And then we're out, in. We got this. We got this. Let's do it with our brass music, starting with that big jump as soon as the music starts. Last one. Let's march it out. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Let's get arms going. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, in. Opposition, here we go. Out, in, out, in. Same leg. In, out, again, other side. Out, and in, out, and in, out, and in, out. Just the legs, out, in, out, in. Arms with it. Let's march. 1, 2, 3, hold, arms. March. 1, 2, 3, hold, march. I mean arms. March. 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. Okay. All right. Woo! Yes, we are having fun. I know. We're just doing a little bit of everybody. We've got the Lauren craziness. We've got the Nancy moves, the loveliness. So we have 4 movement families. We've talked about the beginning move of each one. And the reason that is because now Nina's in charge. She's the evil mastermind behind all of this. And she is going to get to change the music to a different song anytime she feels like it. Okay? And our job is to change our movement to match the song. So our 4 songs, we have our drums, our happy music, our slow song, and our brass. Drums, happy, slow, brass. With our drums, our first movement is, what is it? Out and in and out and in. For our happy, all it is a march when we hear that happy music. For our slow song, that piano, that lovely slow piano, we're wrists circling, circling, circling. And the brass is that jump and in. Jump and in. Okay? We're going to start. And Nina, if you want to play a whole song, you can play a whole song. If you want to play a half a song, you can play a half a song. Whatever works. Just, I don't know, give us a good, let's turn those brains on. Luckily for all of us, I have a little cheat sheet, so we'll see how we go.
All right, here we go.
This is our happy song. Good. Just marching. Swing those arms. Swing. Again. Swing. Let's go a little faster swing. March. Oh. These are drums. Drums. Out and in. Out. You with me? Out and in. Out. Double time. Out. 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 Let's double rep. Here we go. Slow and big. Small and big. Small and big. Big. Now both. Did you get it? Did you catch the change? Back down. We needed that. Thank you, Nina. Toes and heels. Lovely. Get ready. I don't know. You never know when it's coming. Let's reach side to side. Side. Up. Side. And in. Other side. Side. And up. And side. And in. Brass. Out. In. Out. Now we're out and in. Out and in. it down again. Ready? Slow it down and good. Yep, you got it. Double those reps. She faked me out. Good. Whew. I think that's a wrap, Nina. Let's just finish here. We can finish this song out because that'll be a nice segue into our cool down. Woo! Toes and heels. Toes and heels. Toes, heels, toes. Reach to the side. Parallel to the floor. Up. Parallel. And in again. Parallel. Up. Parallel. And into the front. Front. Up. Front. And in. Last one. Front. And up. Front. And then. Wow. Grab a quick sip of water. We are cooling it down. Woo! That was fun. That was the very definition of fun, was it not? You guys are awesome. All right. Woo! I'm so glad you're having fun, guys. It's awesome. We're going to cool it down. Let's get those fingers. We're just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, touching those tips of the fingers. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Let's say ooh while we roll that wrist. Ooh. And by wrist, I mean ankle. Do as I do, not as I say, apparently. Ooh, lovely. Let's say ah with the other ankle. Ah. Ah. And let's get both of those wrists going. Ooh. Other direction. Ah. Let's get a little bit of a twist side to side, just like we did in our warm-up. Nothing too crazy, nothing too, I don't know what, twisty. Just gentle, just kind of working out what we just did, enjoying that nice self-created breeze. Lovely, great job. Let's hold an A in a low part of our range with our arms out. A. We're going to hold an O, middle range with our arms out to the sides, to the middle. O. And up high with an E. E. All right, stretch one leg forward like we did in our warm-up. Hands on the opposite knee. We did a lot of legs today. You may want to spend some extra time stretching out those legs. We did a lot of everything today. Make sure you hydrate really well. Come back up, switch legs. One goes out, hands on the opposite knee. Come on back, and we are taking a big, deep breath, shrugging everything up on the inhale, sighing and releasing everything on the exhale. Here we are. You guys did it. We survived. You survived. I survived. We did it. Awesome, awesome job.